Hi everyone, this is Nikki Rowland and today I have a layout to share for Hip Kit Club. I'm using the June 2021 kits my assignment today was to use a cut file. I've decided to go for Cuteness Overload, it is very cute, and to use 3 photos. So I quite often use multiple photos. I know lots of people just use one, and I think lots of people want inspiration for multiple photo layouts because lots of people have lots and lots and lots of photos, and possibly lots of people don't scrapbook as much as some DT members do. So therefore they like to get, I find quite often people who I know who aren't like DT people like to, because they don't scrapbook very often, like to use loads of photos in a layout. So therefore having layouts with multiple photos on is something that people always seem to like and always are looking for inspiration for. So whereas for design team purposes, quite often, because we scrap more than others, we perhaps spread our photos out a little bit more. But quite often, I have children, so therefore to get one decent shot you have to take about 50 photos of the same event. So quite often I have like a series of photos, and sometimes I'm lucky enough to have 3 or 4 that turn out okay, and that's the occasion today. So I've got photos of my little boy on a tractor at a farm we went to, and he's just having the best time, and I've got some great photos. So my plan was to create a mixed media background. Now, I'm not technically supposed to use mixed media on cut file day, but I've been a bit naughty and have done it anyway. I just got a bit carried away. I really wanted to use the Nuvo mousses. So I decided to make 3 large strips of colour on my layout and to use a cut file as well. So I've gone for Cuteness Overload. I've cut it in white and I've backed it in green, and I've already pre-cut the backing on the silhouette rather than doing each set individually because that takes forever. So I've backed it all in that fabulous green check paper. I love that print. All of my layouts I think this month have pretty much been blue and greeny tones. I really love that colour scheme. I have boys, I have a girl as well, but I have 2 boys, littler boys, and blues and greens tend to work for them really, really well. Okay, so I'm just adding the middle bits to my cut file. Like I said, I wanted to add 3 large strips. I was aiming for 4 strips. So I was thinking 1, 2, 3 Nuvo colours and 1 the cut file, but it just didn't quite work out right. So in the end, I turned it round and I've gone for another strip of Nuvo, which I'm going to add in just a moment. So the colours of Nuvo I'm using are the 2 from the June colour kit. So that is Custard Cream and Angel Eyes, the blue one, and I've also added the Aquamarine one, which is from a previous colour kit, and I'm just about to add, I haven't done it yet, but I'm about to add it's the other way around. So I think the Custard Cream was from a different kit. And the one I'm about to add is called Lemon Sorbet. Now, I think I've already added the Lemon Sorbet because that's the one on the right, and that's from this current kit. So I'll have to check which one it is. Goodness me, I've got my yellows muddled up. And the other one is called Custard Cream, and that's from a different colour kit. So all of my Nuvo Embellishment Mousses I've had from different colour kit. Oh my goodness, it's like a tongue twister day today. All of these I've had from different Hip Kit Club colour kits at some point in the past. So, and then obviously we have the 2 from this month, which I'm pretty sure are Angel Eyes, that's definite, and then the yellow one, which is a paler yellow, is called Lemon Sorbet. I think I've got that right. I'm not 100% sure. We had a yellow one and a blue one. My plan is now I've got my 4 areas of colour, and I'm going to add my 3 photos at the top there, and then my cut file title underneath them. So when using multiple photos on a layout, I tend to print my photos smaller, and that's because I'm aware of the space on my layout, and I like to make sure that I have enough room on the layout to put other things. Sometimes giant photos can be a bit overwhelming and can mean that there's not enough space for other things. So if I had printed these 3 in 6x4, for example, I would have struggled with the design a little bit more, whereas I've got them little, it means that I can move them around, and they kind of form one block of embellishments, if you like, because they are, or one element. Does that make sense? Because that's the photo element up there. Whereas if I'd spread them out in different places, they would read as 3 different things, but they're just one block of photos effectively. So anyway, I quite like a multi-photo layout. I do them quite often. I mean, I do my single photo layouts quite regularly, but I do also do multi-photos as well, because I just seem to have loads of photos. Whenever we go anywhere, like I said, I have to take loads of photos in order to get some good ones. So sometimes I'm lucky and sometimes I'm not. Okay, so I am mounting my 3 photos on black cardstock. Now that is a bit controversial because there's no black in this layout whatsoever, so I'm not entirely sure what prompted me to go for black, but anyway, it really makes them stand out. So I think it was because I was going for the black. That's why. There's normally a reason for things. So I've decided to use the black and white around the edge. I love black and white. I think it really adds a massive pop of drama to a layout. So I always really like black and white, or black specifically, on a layout. But because there was so I decided to put the black and white stripes around the outside edge of the layout. There we go, you can see it there, just a little bit on either side. Because I'd got black and white there, I felt that there had to be some black somewhere else within the layout as well, because there was literally none. So that's why I've mounted my photos on black cardstock, because that brings that all together nicely. See, there's normally a reason. There's normally something going on in that brain of mine. Not always, but sometimes I really do just throw it at the page and hope it sticks. But on this occasion, there was a reason behind doing that. Anyway, there we go. That's why I chose to mount my photos in black cardstock. So just getting those 3 stuck in place now. The only problem with the Nuvo is it takes a little while to dry, and I'm so not patient. So I think I've kind of stuck my photos on while it's a bit wet, but hopefully it's dry enough that it will hold. Touching it now a few days later, it's lovely and textured, really bumpy. I love the look you can get from using these Nuvo Embellishment Mousses. They're really cool. Yeah, lovely to use them and for them to form the background of my layout, really. Okay, so now I'm going to try and do some embellishment on this layout. I'm going to pull out similar colours to the colours I've got on the background, of course. A bit of colour on colour. So I'm going to be looking for yellow embellishments and white ones and maybe black ones and green ones and blue ones. So that's what I'm going to be going through my kit looking for. So right now I'm just making up a bow. 2 bows actually. I've got one green one, like kind of aquamarine colour, and one yellow. So I'm just making those into bows. I'm going to I've tied those round. The yellow one I've tied round with gold thread. I tend to wrap my bows like this because my adhesive doesn't hold them closed well enough, so they tend to pop apart on my layouts, which is really annoying. So I either have to sew them or I have to wrap them. So this time I'm wrapping them. So I've gone for gold thread around the yellow one, and I've gone for silver thread around the green one. I just felt that those tones went better. And then I'm going to put one on the left of my photos on the yellow section and one on underneath my title on the green section. So aiming for kind of colour on colour, as I mentioned earlier. And now I'm just going to go through the rest of the kit and see what I can find, what will work on the layout. Whenever I do colour on colour, I find myself a little bit limited because lots of embellishments have multiple colours in them, and therefore that won't work if I want to achieve a colour on colour look. So I'm just being careful about what I'm choosing. I've pulled out some chipboard flare badges by Pink Fresh Studio, Happy Blooms. I've got a sunshine, I've got a solid yellow one with little flowers on, I've got a lighter yellow with a white flower on. Over on the right, I've just pulled out the white one with a blue butterfly on that can go in the butterfly section, and I've pulled out another one which is just white with a grey butterfly on. So that one's a bit of a cheat because that can go anywhere with the whole colour on colour thing. I've pulled out this little puffy sticker that says Sweet and Lovely. I've just stuck that at the top there. Down the bottom, I've got a puffy sunshine, although I'm going to make that bigger in a moment. I've also pulled out this blue watering can. Now, watering cans, not too sure about those. We are outside on a farm, so I think that possibly it does go. However, it was a little bit dark in terms of colour, so actually it gets axed later on. Yeah, things like watering cans, you know, I'm not particularly literal when it comes to scrapbooking, but some things just don't suit for me. Just some things just don't work. Like lemons, no problem. For some reason, that's fine. I never use lemons in real life, but for some reason, a watering can bothers me. But lemons don't. But there you go. At the top there, I've added a little buzzy bee. He is yellow and black, so he goes perfectly well. But his wings are green, so that's cool. So I've got him positioned over the yellow and the green section. So the yellow part of the bee is going towards the yellow section, and the green wings are over towards the green section, so that works well. Okay, underneath there where the sunshine is, I've just added a sunshine piece of ephemera, and then I've got the puffy sunshine sticker as well. Now, again, going back to the whole literal thing, sometimes I feel that sunshines should be in the sky, so they should therefore be at the top of the layout, like clouds. But I've gone for it at the bottom here, so I've gone slightly against the grain, slightly against my own rules, and it's it's at the bottom. I've written my journaling inside my sun. I've got white daisies either side of the layout. I've added a little cornflower blue flower sticker to the middle photo, and that's me done. And I stitched down the sides of the layout as well. Okay, thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you have enjoyed this layout. I loved using the Nuvo. I loved the cut file. I love the layout that it created. It's really cute. Don't forget that if you are a Hip Kit Club subscriber, you get the main kit at a reduced price, 15% discount off all add-on kits, and you get access to exclusive subscriber cut files like the one I used today. So lots of reasons to subscribe. Thank you so very much for joining me again today. That was Nikki Rowland for Hip Kit Club.